There's a meeting in my bedroom. So girl, please don't be late. There's a meeting in my bedroom. There's a meeting in my bedroom. I know. Honey, cause listen, a lot of them want to just get to the room, okay? What's up? How you doing? Ray of Sunshines. I am your girl, Talisa Rae, lifestyle coach. We are reviewing Married at First Sight, season number 11, episode number 3. It's not the first time. Listen, first off, let me just tell y'all I must love you because it is 12:30 at night and I'm sitting here recording this, so this could be up Thursday, okay? I must love you, or I really enjoyed the episode. Can we just start off by saying everybody got married except for Christine and Henry and Amelia and Bennett. And I finally got to see what I missed at the end of last episode, which was the fact that they got to the altar when Amelia walked around the corner. She knew Bennett, Bennett knew her. And it was like, I don't know, my eyes got all watery and teary-eyed because she was so full of joy. Like it radiated from the inside like, yes, I got him. So I'm going to just start off right now. Can I just tell you right now, it's a big wholehearted yes for me, for Amelia and Bennett. And, you know, that was right from her turning the corner. But then after seeing everything, I was like, it's definitely a yes for the two of them. I mean, he kept rocking back and forth like a kid. He was excited. Bennett's vows were very heartfelt, like very well thought out, like the brain he is. Amelia's was the poem. It was very quirky and creative, like we thought that it would be. You know, no one else does a poem. Who does a poem? Amelia. And it rhymed. I would have loved to see her just break out in song, okay? Like, I'm gonna keep it a band. If she would have started singing, I would have been like, yes! So when they got to the part for the kiss, I was like, oh, okay, so y'all got a real unawkward kiss. You could tell immediately that they had some sort of chemistry. So they have a mutual friend and her name is Mary. And Mary seems to have brought them together on more than one occasion. Like she knew it was fate. Like she knew God, the universe, honey, Earl wanted them to be together. They met one time at a party and then another time, you know, he sings in a band. She brought Amelia to a show. It's like it was intentional. Like we keep trying to get you to cross paths just so that we can get you together because you meant together. But this is me, of course, living in a fantasy land as if things work out that way. But maybe, just maybe, that's how fate works. And at the time that he saw her both times, he thought that she was really cool and that she was it. But guess what? He was in a relationship. A relationship that didn't work out. A relationship that has him on what? Married at First Sight. And when they were taking their photos, I felt like it was effortless. Like they had no problem like vibing and gelling. And he loved her accents to her gown, her earrings, and the bird nest in her hair, the bird in her hair. You know, they really did like vibe from the beginning. Like how many times have you ever met somebody and just vibe from the beginning? I don't know who was that, her niece that ran up to him and was like, Uncle Ben. I thought, oh my God, eyes tearing, bawling, like not like this, but like like almost ugly cried like Karen on her wedding day, child. But it felt really good. It felt really authentic, the two of them. She really did dig him. And you know how you know when you like somebody? Y'all know how you know when you like somebody. You smiling at them constantly. You really kind of in their face. You kind of touching. Like I just want you to feel my energy. We married now. We connected now. And he was receptive, okay? He received that good energy, that good chemistry she was giving him. I wrote down, he's a Mac daddy and don't even know it. Like he got pheromones spewing off of him and he don't even know it because she is like gravitating to him. I was like, I adore them. They speak the same language. What's your favorite ice cream? It just like her friends and everybody just seemed like it was seamless. You know what I'm saying? Like they were meant. Even that old quirky mama, that quirky mama fit in with them. The quirky mama who's a little skeptical, really who she is. Anyway, because I'm thinking about the toast. Like Noah, Amelia's brother, and Molly, Bennett's sister, both gave speeches that were really quick, but the parts that they showed were very much so important. Talking about how quick, quirky, and weird. And that's what Noah said. And Molly was like, you seem like you the right kind of stranger. Like, I love their toast. Lord, why? It's because it's late. It's because it's late, y'all. I'm doing this and it's late. I love y'all in real life, okay? So when Bennett goes and talks to the bridal party, they are just as quirky as she is. Like, she has them in these weird ass bridesmaids gowns, but it's her wedding. And listen, if my friend was weird and she asked me, I would wear a veil too with shingles on it for her wedding in bright ass colors if she wanted me to. But you knew that they are her friends because they asked questions like, what national monument do you most identify with? Like, I would have been like, what? I don't know Yosemite because I live here. Like, I live in California, so you said, like, I wouldn't have known. But he actually sat there, contemplated, and gave a well thought out answer. Like, if that's not a match made in heaven, I don't know what is. They talked about grooming habits. Child, how are your grooming habits? And he was like, I shower once a day because I itch down in the nether regions. They started talking about the hair under Amelia's arms. I ain't raising my arm because I don't know if I got hair under there right now or not. We are in quarantine, so it might be. I ain't got no man, so it might be. So, and you know, and she was like, oh, you guys will work out perfectly, which alludes to maybe Amelia's grooming habits, her hygiene isn't that great either. Child. Oh, let me back up and say, when he stepped on the glass and them old white thick ass athletic socks showed, I was like, God damn, with a T, Bennett, okay? Amelia seemed to gel well with the groomsmen. I just kind of wondered why we didn't get to see them talking to the parents. And maybe that was by design. Maybe the parents was like, I don't want, that's enough, I don't want to be. Now, what I thought was a little weird was that tradition. What did she call it? I don't know, whatever her last name is, the egg tradition with the stick on the string with a rock, and you rock it back and forth, and if he catches it in his mouth, that's good luck and good fortune for your marriage. If not, then it's not. Like, I thought, now what happens if he doesn't catch it? Does that mean it's a misfortune? Are you not gonna go forward, Amelia, considering how much you like him? Like, that's how I felt. Nevertheless, he caught the egg. Not only did he catch the egg, but he cracked the egg in his mouth and drank the yolk. And she was like, that's brave, because who eats raw yolks? He is committed. Like, listen, you and I probably would not have had that same reaction. I'm gonna keep it a band. I know I probably wouldn't have had that reaction. I would have been like, it's not morning, are you on some kind of protein diet? You finna go work out? Like, because you know people be having raw eggs in the morning and shit when they working out and they bulking up and stuff. Like, is that what you doing, Bennett? Like, why? Is that what you do normally? Like, help me understand. She didn't see nothing wrong with it. And when Bennett's friends started asking about consummating the wedding, I thought, oh, how cute is this? Are you gonna put the ice cream in the freezer? First it started off with the bananas and the maraschino cherries, etc., and the chocolate syrup. But are you gonna put the ice cream in the freezer? You're gonna open the freezer up and put the ice cream in. Honey, are you gonna get the stick wet? Is what they was asking. And he, you know, was like, I'm not against it. And then when you saw them go into the hotel room, well, before that, he was like, he gives her a 10, that she's got good energy, that he thought she was beautiful, and she thought that he was cute. I just really enjoy watching the two of them. We know that they are the quirky prescription that normally makes it. Like, I really enjoy the energy the two of them have, or the two of them exchange. And then when we saw like the snippets, and she was like, he said I love you, and she said I love you too, I thought, oh, isn't that cute? How long had they been together before he said I love you? Was it like 3 days, child? Like, I mean, people can fall in love rather quickly, or walk in love. Well, you can't walk into love knowing somebody that short period of time, but I mean, it's a feeling, it's a thought, right? It's a, you how would you describe how you feel love? Like, for me, I know I love you when I want to put up with you, even when you annoy me, even when I'm irritated, even when I want you to go home but I say no, you can stay. Like, I just want you to be here while I got an attitude. That's how I know that I love you. Sounds weird? No, it shouldn't, because when I don't love you, I'm all like, you can go home, bye, see you later, bye. Yeah, okay, call me, whatever. Don't call me, I don't care. Like, that's horrible, but that's, I don't say that out loud, but that's the feeling that I have. So, I mean, people could know soon or later. I'm trying to see, I feel like I missed something, but I'll come back to it. So for me today, honestly, the entire season, I'm probably gonna say, I think that they're gonna say yes, that they make a match. Because as it sits today, they make a really good, cute couple. They're a really good match. They have great energy, and they speak the same language. Weird. Weird's a cute language for some people. Now listen. Let's talk Henry and Christina. There are so many things wrong with this couple. Like, they are definitely set up for failure. Like, from the moment he saw her and walked in, like, he was happy about what he saw. And let me back up. I'm getting beside myself. Christina says off top, I'm hoping for immediate chemistry. I was looking at Henry like, what is that on his lips? Is that like, is his lips just cracked, or is that a herpes simplex type 1 sore? Maybe it's just some cracking on his lips. He needs some chapstick or something. Anyway, nice guy. Actually, very nice guy, very awkward, very shy, very weird guy, okay? I don't think that they are a match. I think that this is definitely a mismatch. And I'm gonna just tell y'all that right off the top. For me, the two of them are not gonna make it. It's gonna be a no. And here's why. Christina is the definition of a B-I-T-C-H. And you saw it from her interaction with her bridal party and her mother as she waited to go inside. Like, I just wanna get this over with. Mom, quit filling it with my dress. We need one more diary cam out of you. Well, I'm not moving. You guys can go over there. I thought, are you kidding me? You are really self-absorbed and a little bit obnoxious. Like, no wonder you by yourself, okay? And honestly, when she said her only source of what a marriage looked like was from TV shows and movies, I knew then that she was doomed. Like, she definitely is one of those people who could have benefited from singles counseling before getting married. She has no idea what it takes to be a wife, and this is my initial response to her. Like, she is so self-absorbed. She is very much so shallow. The world revolves around her. So I think that this match was set up for failure, because she does not seem like a good person. Like, I'm a flight attendant. Okay. And you probably got a nasty attitude when you're on a flight. You probably the one that roll your eyes that we want to write up. Like, I don't like her. I don't even like her. I can't even get into what was going on because I don't like her. Anyway, when they get up to the altar, both of them, they're silent. Number one, Henry, you didn't say hello to the grandmother or whomever, right? Maybe you didn't know that that was the grandmother, whatever. You were nervous. You're constantly looking down. You know, he does not have any confidence, but I really think that there might be a little more to him. Like, he might have a little bit of an issue. So when they're at the altar, normally they automatically be like, hi, I'm Henry, I'm Christina, or you look amazing. There was silence, and then the officiant didn't make it any better with the way she was reading what their families thought about them. I was like, this is just a train wreck waiting to happen. Ooh, I'm going down. That's how I felt. Like, ooh, this is horrible. you know what, his vows were cool and hers were very nicely written. I actually took a pause from the things that she was saying in her vows. But it don't mean nothing when you self-absorbed and you self-centered, okay? Like, we knew she was a little vain, but now it's more conceited, okay? She has moved from confident to egotistical. Like, it is a problem, and honestly, homegirl ain't that fine. Like, I really wish she would have got some therapy. I feel like she's gonna ruin him for somebody, or gonna make him man up, one or the other. What got me, right, was when it was time to kiss, the lady didn't even say, the officiant didn't even say you could kiss your bride or the exchange or whatever. Christina was the aggressor. She went in and she kissed him. She didn't wait for Henry to kiss her. So that's going to show you right there that she's going to take charge, that she has a bit of a control issue, and that she is impatient. Like, you couldn't even wait for the lady to say, you may now kiss your whomever, your wife, exchange, whatever. You had to go in first. She was like, oh. I was like, oh. Listen, it don't get better, it get worse. They go outside and she says, do you think I'm attractive? Are you kidding me? Y'all know I'm a cursor. Fuck it. Are you fucking kidding me? Am I attractive? Is that what that's what you want to ask him first? Are you attracted to me? Like, y'all, again, self-centered. All about me, and not in a good way. It's the look at me, I need the attention, I'm lacking something. So yeah, I'm so annoyed by that and irritated by that. And then to put the cherry on the top, banana split, 6 scoops of ice cream, chocolate, whipped cream, and the cherry on the top is that she said she didn't remember his name. Is this an act? Is this all an act? Is she an actress? Like, I know that sometimes they have ringers. I don't know if y'all know, I was on phone swap. I'm not an actress. When I went on phone swap, which is a dating game or whatever that you see on Snapchat, it came on TV, the Fox. I was on there. After we were done, I found out that the guy that they had set me up with was actually an actor. He was an actor. I'm not an actor. So sometimes I feel like you're blindsided. Like, are they setting you up for failure? Like, did y'all call a casting agency and get her vain ass and tell her to play this shit up? Like, that kind of stuff, it just isn't sitting well with me. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Then she goes on to say, he's not my normal type. These women and this not my type thing, if your type was working for you, you would not have gone on Married at First Sight. Period, point blank. Your type is not working for you. Go with something a little different. Ladies, that goes for you too. If you keep going for the same type of guy, the thug, the fuck boy, the mama's boy, the unavailable type, and you keep getting your feelings hurt, it's time to try something different. Put out some different energy. And if you're having a hard time trying to change your way of thinking and your perception, hit my website up. Yeah, shameless plug. Hit my website up, get a free discovery call, and let's talk it through. Let's see what I can do to help you, because there's no need for us to be miserable in toxic relationships chasing after people that don't want us. Anyway, I literally wrote, I don't like her, and then I wrote, for him. So I don't like her, nor do I like her for him. That's really what that meant. I wrote, she is shallow and she is not into him. That this is really about the wedding and not the actual marriage. Like, I just wanted to wear a white dress for people to see me and look at me, and that's it. Look at me, I make a beautiful bride, but I'm not really committed to being in a marriage. Like, that's how I feel. Now, the toast, the father embarrassed the fuck out of Henry, okay, with that toast. He pretty much said, listen, he is a leech. He comes over and goes shopping for my wife and then gets stuff for himself, like gas and tissue and toilet paper and paper towels. I was like, this is embarrassing. And they are entirely different. He's a little disheveled and Henry is neat and pristine. But listen, Again, it don't get better, it get worse. Ooh, I think that all Henry's friends are women. Okay, they all came up there. What was the one chick's name? Trishelle. Said she went on a date with him once and she was bored on the first date. Kristen, and then there was a third person. But they were up there and were like, you could see that the energy was mean girl energy, but also jealous energy. Like, oh, he really went through with this. Oh, I'm going to interfere. Kristen even said, I'm not going to accept her. Like, I'm going to respect the marriage, but not the relationship. You can't do that. Ain't no way. They are going to be a problem. This is problematic. It is going to cause issues. If he ends up being into Christina, the three amigos are going to definitely cause some issues. I really think that Kristen likes him and just, you know, he wasn't interested. Or maybe he was and they dated once and he was too boring. Like, I don't know. Because he's nervous and he's shy and he's awkward. He does not have eye contact. He's the one that had lost the weight. But you can see that his mother and his father are both a little overweight, you know. And he didn't want to be that way. What else I'm about to say? I also wrote down when Chriselle was like, so what are you going to do with Henry, and he's hot, and you know, she was like, yeah, I think so. It was, I don't know if it was because she was trying to say like, you know, you got a good guy, or if it was she was drunk and like her feelings were coming out, or you know, a little envy because she's not married. Like, I couldn't really figure out what that was, but all I know is that it is a problem. I do know that Henry came over and asserted himself and was like, that's enough, Chriselle, okay? Trishelle, that's enough. Like, I was like, so maybe he won't be a pushover. Is that wishful thinking? Y'all let me know what you thought about them down below in the comments, because that was a hot mess. I know everybody is in love with Amelia and Bennett for the most part, and so guess what? I don't even have to ask you, but you can share if you want to. But definitely tell me what you think about Christina and Henry, because for me, it's a big fat no. Okay, so we'll probably zoom through the rest of these because they already had gotten married, like Karen and Miles. We see Miles talking to Karen's mom, and she's asking like, okay, so what are your intentions with my Karen, with my baby? That's my baby. Her mother is gorgeous. She expressed how she is not on board with this whole situation, that it doesn't really sit well with her. And the thing that I liked most was that I want to make her happy. I want to be there to support her. I'm in this for the long haul. Like, he at first seemed a little nervous to talk to the mom, but then once he really started saying how he felt, I feel like it put her at ease. And she said to her, and she gave him some advice. Listen, give Karen time. If you push her or you pressure her, she will shut down, which means it will be a no-go. Like, I'm gonna say it like I said it last time. I really like Miles. Let me just go ahead and say that I really feel like Karen is starting to open up a little more, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Karen goes and talks to Miles' parents. They aren't together, but she speaks to them, and the dad says, what I can tell you is that he will protect you physically and protect your heart. Listen, baby, let me tell you something. We want to be protected. We want to be provided for. We want to know that you love us, that you're in this. The fact that he's going to protect you and protect your heart, that means he's going to protect your heart from him too. He's going to make sure that you okay. Like, the people that speak about Miles speak so highly of him and his character. Like, you know a person by their character. By what they show you, and also by what other people tell you. What the closest people around you say about you is probably true. Might not be your perception, because our perception is different than theirs, but it's 9 times out of 10 true. Think about that. What do your friends say about you? What would they say about you to your spouse? Would you be happy with that? Now listen, the mama said he's a mama's boy. Red flag, red flag. Nobody ever in life wants to hear that their husband is a mama's boy. Do you know what that means, Mom? That means that he's always over there and he puts you before he puts me. And the Bible says he will cleave to his wife. Leave his parents and cleave to me. So that's a problem. But then they tried to clear it up and was like, well, it's not chronic. I'm glad that he loves his mother, though. That shows that how he's going to treat and feel about you. As long as it's not excessive with his mother, you have to respect their relationship and set some boundaries, because she seems like she might be like, this is my baby, and I know you can't tell me nothing. Embrace the mother. Listen, I can help y'all. I learned some lessons when I was married. Embrace the mother and the relationship that the mother and the son have. Do not try and come in between it, but definitely set some boundaries and get some clear understanding with your husband, because it is your husband's responsibility to set the boundaries with his mother, not yours. Okay? The dad was like, okay, well, 2 times a day is too much. No, time to cut it off and be like, go talk to your wife, son. I love that, dad, because that's my plan. If my son gets to calling me too much about issues or anything, it's gonna be like, son, you probably need to talk to your wife, not to your mother. Like, this is a conversation you need to have with her. Now, I'm a woman first. Before I was ever your mother, I was a woman. So I'm going to give you my opinion, and you was dead wrong. But you really need to be talking to your wife and not me. Like, the dad is relentless. Like, he ain't neat. He messy. The mom is like, he'll be fine. He'll do fine. He's 26. These are the 26-year-old attributes that are showing up. Messy. She ain't gonna be cleaning up after nobody. So I'm sure he's going to be fine. He wants to make her happy, so he's going to clean up after himself. This is where I feel like she is now attracted to him, because she said, though she didn't kiss him at the altar, she would kiss him now. This is them in the room. She said she gonna sleep in her dress. But my favorite thing is when she said, Miles, do you rub feet? And he said, it's your world. Listen, I love my feet rubbed. She was on her feet all day long. A man rubbed my feet. Listen, rub my feet. Knowing, oh my God, my husband used to take my shoes off and be like, put in like the club or whatever, because he knew, like, cause I party and be up. Put your feet up here, baby. Take that shoe off and rub my feet, y'all. Get home and rub my feet. If I went out with my girlfriends and I came back home, I'd take my shower and he would rub my feet. Y'all listen, them feet got a million nerve endings in them. Listen, rub her feet, okay? Rub her feet. I really feel like Karen is coming around, and so for Karen and Miles, I'm definitely still going with a yes for them. I like the two of them together. I really hope that things work out with them. She seems like she's coming around. He seems like he's pulling her in. Oh, I just realized I am in my like pajamas with no lashes and nothing on here talking to y'all. Y'all getting me in the raw because it's in the middle of the night. I should be sleeping. Let's talk Olivia and Brett. She is definitely into him, but I'm not quite sure if the feeling is mutual, if it's vice versa. Y'all let me know down below in the comments what you think. I'm still kind of biased on him just because he's hella obnoxious. Hella obnoxious. Him and fucking Christine probably could have been together and been obnoxious together. Obnoxious, self-absorbed, sarcastic, mean together. Olivia talks to his brothers and they advise him like, you know what? Don't be offended by his sarcasm. That's just who he is. Don't take it personally. That's who we all are. The bridal party, though, wasn't feeling Brett. What's your biggest fear? That my contacts will dry out. Now, I think that was his attempt at being funny, you know, dry wit. But they wasn't feeling that. They wanted a real answer. The only thing that they were impressed with when they, you know, oh, I was attracted to her eyes. Like, okay, so he has to find something. Like, she wasn't all the way attractive. It was just her eyes. Like, anytime people start picking stuff out, like, I'm attracted to her and her energy. Like, people love my smile, right? See it? People love my big wide smile. But that's not what they say when a man says, they might tell me, I love your smile. I love when you smile at me. But they say you attractive. Like, it's more than just one element. But that one element can grow into other things. So, like, she's really excited and she's really chatty and she's really holding the conversation. I really just feel like he's not interested. And so that's how come I'm asking y'all what y'all think. So when it comes to consummation, Olivia's like, I have no expectations, but I'm attracted to my husband. Okay, girl. Don't get your feelings hurt. You really want to be in this? You really want this? And I'm all like, now I'm all looking at this like for people who go into Married at First Sight, really go in with like not all these high hopes, because these people are getting set up for failure. So for me, Olivia and Brett, it's a no. It's a no. It's a no. It's gonna be a no until he shows me something different. It's a no. And it don't look like he gonna show us anything different as we continue, as they show us like snippets of the season. Ooh, child, this is gonna be a good season. Okay, last but definitely not least, I am rooting for Amani and Woody. Woody is all in. Woody is in, and he is not playing any games. Like, it's not for pretend. Woody is in. He's like, Amani is my girl, at least as it stands today. It seems very genuine to me, very authentic, very from the heart, very true, like very, this is what I want, and she's what they chose, and right now our chemistry is good. You know, that sexual energy will trick you every time. No, it'll trick you every time. Y'all got to be careful, because sometimes that friction that you feel is just that your little pulses is pulsating. Now Woody went and talked to her stepdad and her dad, and he actually really moved me, because he opened up and was vulnerable and was like, I don't really have a good relationship with my dad, and so for her to have two dads, that's great, and to know that I can call on you and call you and you guys are already welcoming me. Like, is that too much, y'all? You know, I can call you and be like, Dad, and you'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that too much? Did he put too much on it? The dads didn't seem bothered by it at all, but I'm wondering, do you think that it was too much? Let me know down below in the comments. I thought it was endearing that he would even open up and say that. They seem to like him. You know, normally dads ain't too good at judge a character anyway, but they were like, he's upbeat, he has good energy, he seems nice. You know, is that just what you say? But he does give you that vibe. Nah, yeah, Woody gives you a good guy vibe. Like, in talking to you, he's very charismatic, right? Yeah, he knows what to say and how to move. And is that genuine? Is there something genuine behind there? I'm asking you. Yeah, you. Amani is talking to the groomsmen. Where is the mother and the grandma? Did they go home already? Why are we not talking to the mother and the grandma? Well, we learned that he has OCD. Like, he is a neat freak, and he will take longer than her to get dressed. Like, they shared those traits with him. They shared those traits with her in preparation. Like, she said she's neat, but it sounds like he goes overboard with being neat. And that he prides himself on his smile, which is absolutely gorgeous. Like, he takes good care of his teeth. Like, them are all his. He don't have no, like, bridges and caps in his mouth, honey. Them are all Woody's teeth. Bet you he ain't got no cavities. Teeth look beautiful. I got a thing about men and their teeth. Now, listen. They get to the consummation conversation, and Amani ain't close to it, you know what I'm saying? And her man of honor was like, listen, what I'm getting from Woody is he wouldn't be upset if it didn't happen, and he wouldn't be upset if it did. Like, he could go either way. I'm really rooting for the two of them. I'm not sure which one of you it was, but we talked about her having eczema, and he asked her if she wears makeup all the time, and she was like, yeah, but not to this extent. You know, he said, oh, I can tell you have great skin. Well, we were talking about her eczema, and for her to be able to go into that hotel room and wash all that stuff off her face, and you could see when you have eczema, you could see it. Like, growing up, I had eczema, and sometimes I still do get little eczema spots. And to bear all shows that she's confident in who she is. And she's like, if you're gonna be my husband, you're gonna love me and accept me as I am. I love it. I love it. I love her sheer confidence. I actually love where they're going. And he definitely wants to screw her. Okay, I want to find out next week if they did. Who did and who didn't. I feel like Brett and Olivia. Oh wait, before we go there. So for me, Amani and Woody is a big fat yes. Oh, and I wrote down here, I love how they partied out of that parade. Like, they didn't play no games. Them is some partiers. They danced. They got that same vibe. And that, too, is probably something that he found very, very attractive. Y'all already know how I feel. Who gonna make it and who not gonna make it. Now I want to know who you think consummated their marriage. Who? I think Brett and Olivia. Olivia definitely wanted it, and Brett was like, let's go for it. I also think that quite possibly, who else is there? Bennett and Amelia, maybe? What about Amani and Woody? Karen and Miles, no. Henry and Christine, no. But I don't know, the other three couples are, you know, teeter-totter. But I definitely say Brett and Olivia consummated their wedding. I definitely do. Y'all let me know what you think down below in the comments about these couples. I am so excited about the season. The snippets got me like, yes. And the fact that they were recording while in quarantine, okay, when it first hit, is going to give us a lot of insight about these couples, because they were stuck together when we got shut down before the opening up. Y'all remember in March when they shut everything down and you got to stay in the house? Y'all remember? So this is gonna be something. You learn somebody really, really fast when you live with them. Quick question. Any of y'all watch Love After Lockup? They're on episode 3 come this Friday. I think I'm on record 1 and 2, review 1 and 2, and then hit 3. Let me know. And then I was like, oh, Million Millions, that dang on Rodney and Desiree seem like that's gonna be good. And that would be the only reason I would watch that show, because he got a little something going on. He got a secret, like she said. Y'all let me know if y'all watch them shows. Let me know down below in the comments if you would be interested in me reviewing either of them. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of Married at First Sight, season 11, episode number 3. If it's your first time visiting my channel, do click the subscribe button. Do become a ray of sunshine. Do click the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my Married at First Sight reviews. Last but not least, give me a thumbs up because you like me, so that I'll know it's real. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next video.